please like, share, and subscribe, and ring that little bell. Ring the little bell so you're notified when new videos drop. And mercifully, thankfully, we are crawling to the end of the Orville Season 3. One more episode to go. Oh, will there be a Season 4? I really hope not, okay? I really, genuinely hope not. I am so disappointed in the Orville. Listen, you've got to decide which world you want to live in, right? And if you live in Hollywood land, you're just going to be taken over by the insanity of Hollywood land, which is what I think has happened to Seth MacFarlane. You know, the incredible thing is, a lot of the people who subscribe to the politics that is replete in the current season of the Orville, when they're presented with the reality of it, they like, oh no, I don't think that's okay, right? When they actually see a child a drag show, right, and they see that it's not, and you have people there with big fake boobs displaying their genitalia to children, right? And when people actually see it happening, they're like, oh. So, you know, I just think that's where Seth MacFarlane is. I don't think he's an evil person. I don't think he's a bad person. I just think he's drunk the Kool-Aid and he's producing crap because of it. Now, this is very well-made crap, I would say, but I think the basic worldview that they're representing is reprehensible. I mean, that's basically my bottom line. I just find it utterly reprehensible, and I don't like the characters at all. So I'm not loving this season, right? I'm not loving this season. What's the name? Kelly. She's always been a bit of an awful character, right? She cheated on Seth MacFarlane and really didn't give a crap. But now she's like a know-it-all idiot bully, alcoholic, right? She just I just don't like this person in any way, shape, or form. And it's all about making women look stunning and brave and the bestest ever. Again, he's drunk from the Hollywood Kool-Aid, and he believes all this crap, right? He believes all this crap. And this is the reason, in my opinion, that there has to be a complete control over news media, social media, and entertainment media. There has to be complete control, because if any of these ideological positions that people like Seth MacFarlane do take are in any way examined, they all fall apart instantly, right? They all fall apart completely instantly, which is where we are. However, this week's episode doesn't have any of those problems. It has a whole different set of problems. Basically, one problem. Well, again, one of the main problems going through the whole season is they've been too long, right? And I talk about this in the review. They've been too long. This one's too short. This one should have been a major movie. And they put a ton of money into it. There's some great battle scenes in it, mostly great battle scenes. But again, I don't like the characters anymore, right? I think these are bad people. I think these are losers, right? I think if the Kalen wiped them all out and be like, yeah, okay. You know, I'm siding more with the Mucklins and the Krill than I am with the Union, right? I don't like these characters. So while this episode it would have been just a standout, there's an absolute standout if they hadn't have destroyed the world and the characters that they painstakingly built up. Because they have destroyed the world and the characters they painstakingly built up, it's not very good in my opinion, right? It's not something I'm that interested in, and I really hope it doesn't get a full season. Seth MacFarlane is on social media saying, oh, I hope I'm getting a full season still, so which makes me think they probably are. They'll probably announce it after the season finale. If they don't announce it after the season premiere or like 2 or 3 weeks in, then they announce after the season finale. If they don't announce it after the season finale, sayonara, baby. And don't get me wrong, Seth, mate, you've done a great job. These things are very proficient. You've made a great Star Trek-like series, right? Just it because you're coming from this Hollywood view of reality. It's a repugnant worldview that it's based on, and I'm just not. I'm sad that happened, and I'm not particularly up for it. So there you go. That's my quick review. Fine. Before we get into the in-depth review, and it's not actually that long, even though it was a long episode, an hour 20 minutes, because it's just a lot of like pew 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 pew. So it's clicking through all that stuff. But if like, share, subscribe, comment, all those things are fantastic. Thank you very much. They're fantastic. Unlike the Orville. Sign up my Substack, my email newsletter. Sign up my paid Substack. It's even better. Thank you very much. I will not stop you doing that. What do you get for that? I got to remember to send you things, right? I send things on my free Substack as well, which doesn't really make the paid one seem that enticing. I'm sorry, I can't think of anything. I mean, I will send out. I do send out more exclusive stuff on my paid stuff. Thank you very much for that. When I remember. Fine, like, share, subscribe, comment, covered everything. Definitely know if you like. If you disagree with me, and I got in the back and forth with a lot of people about this series. Like, for example, people say, well, look, the Topa stuff has been about detransitioning. No, it's about transitioning. Again, I talk about it in the, I think I talk about it in the review. If I don't, I'll tell you now. Essentially like this, Seth MacFarlane with, About a Boy, About a Girl, what's the episode called? Seth MacFarlane wanted to make somebody feel what it's like to be forced to live a gender that they weren't really, which is how he feels trans people are, right? Society has forced them to live a way that they're not. Which means that the episode this year was about transitioning, and Midnight Blue, episode 7 or 8, was all about how evil people are who oppose children sterilizing themselves. Which is what we're talking about. They're big into abortion and sterilization, and none of these things are things that, I don't want to ban abortion. I agree with Bill Clinton, safe, legal, and rare. I don't believe in, postpartum abortions are moral, right? Well, Seth MacFarlane would. But again, if they ever think about it for a second, they would not. Right? They would not. Fine. Like, share, subscribe, comment. Let's get into the episode. I reviewed this last night on my live stream. Actually, it's my second live stream last night because I really screwed up. I was showing clips from Doctor Who earlier, and the stream got stopped for a copyright violation. How I didn't get a copyright strike is beyond me, right? I got copyright claims, not copyright strike, so I am very happy for that. Anyway, so this is my second stream. Where I tried and succeeded. In reviewing this week's episode. What's this one's called? Domino. Again, great title. Not a bad idea. I just think it needed another hour, right? It needed 2 hours, 20 minutes. Then I think it really would have been great. Sadly, that was not the case. Fine, let me hand over to me from last night. This is a weird one, right? This is a weird one. Is this woke? I wouldn't call this one woke, right? But the problem, an ongoing problem with the Orville this season, and it is an ongoing problem going on, is that, and not the wokeness, it's the episodes have been flabby. They're way too long, right? They're in an hour, 20 minutes each rather than 45 minutes. It's just flabby, right? It just doesn't work in any way, shape, or form. Bloody awful Star Trek knockoff. It used to be good. What do you want out of me? It used to be good. Oh, come on. Now it's frozen again. Please stop. Okay, fine. No, now we're on Frozen. Good. It used to be good, First 2 seasons was like a breath of fresh air, right? But this episode does something different. This is essentially an Orville movie, and it would have been a good Orville movie had they not messed up the rest of the season, and it would an hour longer. This should have been 2 hours, 20 minutes, because it has a whole season's worth of build up in it and revelations. But it very much depends on the characters they build up, which they haven't done. So this one's too short, weirdly enough, right? So we start off, we're on Krill. Better effects, I find, for Krill this episode than the last time we were on Krill. And we got Seth MacFarlane's ex-girlfriend, which I kind of find stupid, right? That they have a hybrid baby together. I just find it kind of dumb. So the delegation is here now. And then, in walk the Marklins. So the Marklins left the Federation, or whatever they're bloody called, the Union, last week. They say, listen, we're not really into little girls cutting their tits off, but or maybe they are. The Marklins would be. Whatever. These are the evil Republicans. Republicans are evil. And now the evil Republicans are meeting up with the evil Trumpsters. Oh no! Now I get the allegory, right? Oh no, Trumpsters joining with the Republicans. And they're like, we could be allowed. You have weapons. They needed weapons. It's going to be groovy with each other. So like, well, who's going to be in charge? Well, you can't be. You're a chick. They say, well, that's not going to work. I'm going to be in charge. And actually, you have quite a good line. So listen, you guys have attacks are like brute force. You need a bit of feminine cunning, right? That's what you need, a bit of feminine cunning. Okay. So basically they say, fine, you can be in charge. Get the titles. The production values in this episode, the special effects are genuinely speaking excellent. I really find them very, very strong. So it starts off, right? Oh yeah, they were saying that the first place that Mucklins, the Kalon are going to attack is the what's it called again? The Saleans, right? The Saleans. That's where, I have to tell you, Seth, getting rid of your ex-girlfriend, right, when you split up with her, is a bad look. It's a much worse look when they're 28 and you're 48, right? It's really creepy, right? And by the end of this episode, you're free to date somebody new. So anyway, the Kalons are attacking. I like the formation they got around the Orville, right? Because apparently the Orville now has developed an anti-Kalon weapon, like the best one ever, right? Bestest ever. This was the best episode of the season, to be frank. Yes, absolutely was. It could have been an hour longer. Should have been an hour longer. They should have built up developing the weapon. It came out of nowhere, right? And it was just kind of stupid. It was too truncated, right? So the developing in the Ensign Burke, Seth MacFarlane's girlfriend, and the Kalons come, and they're like, "Oh no, Kalons, we're going to take them out." So they got to charge up the weapon. Seth MacFarlane's like, "Okay, I know I'm 50 and she's 30, but it's not creepy." It is creepy, darling. It is creepy. Pew 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 pew. Lots of pew pew pews as the Kalons. Again, I do like the defensive position that the ships take up, right? The circling of the wagons, right? Do like that a lot. Fine. So they're charging out the weapons. They charge out, whoa, boom, and it blows up all the Kalon ships, right? Oh, boom! They all blow up. Okay, that's quite amazing. And they go, wow, that sort of works. Did it work? And then, oh my god, that super worked, right? Super worked. I think I got the slides out of order. But yeah, they make this like wave and it blows up all the Kalon ships and like, whoa! Well, that's a game changer, isn't it? Right? And they look at all the wreckage, and they say if we can just give it more power, we can have more range. We could wipe out all the Kalons right now, right? Which seems to be something that quite a few people in the Union are into, right? So they're into wiping out the Kalons. Keeps going backwards. I'm not sure if it's going backwards for you because I watched back a playback of the last time I was doing this, and it wasn't even going back when I thought it was. So I don't know. So they're saying, listen, we got to work out what we're doing with this. We can destroy. Really? You know what? This is going to make me crazy. Let me. I think I kept the screen grabs. Yeah, I think we'll just do it this way. Make life a lot easier. Bruce Boxleiter's in it looking completely unrecognizable, right? So they're basically telling him here, yeah, we could totally destroy all the Kalon, right? And then they actually have quite a good discussion. Do we have the right discussion, right? Ted Danson is like, well, I think we do. Okay, it's us or them. And what's her name? She was really hot in the 90s or the 2000s, and now she's got grey hair. And I'm sorry, after this season of committing genocide, normally considered a bad thing. I'm sorry, after a season of being just an awful person, her character is terrible now. Grayson, right? She's just an idiot know-it-all who doesn't, who's an idiot know-it-all bully, right? That's essentially who she is. So it's really undone a lot of the work that they've done, right? So Ensign Burke is pissed off that they're not just using it; they're debating it. And Lamar's like, well, it is genocide. I said, kill them all. And of course she's gay, right? Obviously, they took my girlfriend from me. No, of course she's gay. I mean, like, is there anybody heterosexual left? I mean, really? So anyway, we're on the Orville, and then they come and talk to them because the Orville are the most important people ever, obviously, right? Did this thing open up? I'm still waiting for it to open up. Open. Right. Let's see if that'll do the trick. Maybe. No, thinking about it. I get it. Oh, there you go. There you go. But it's coming out backwards. I'll keep going with this. Now I can't get the. Oh yeah, that's the screen. Got it back. Fine. So they decide. Okay, we're going to go to the Kalons and say we can blow you all up and kill you, but or you could just like stop attacking us, right? You can stop your onslaught. So like, okay, we'll go and do that. So they go to Kalon space, and they charge up the weapon before they go. Smart move this time. And they were just at Slayer. Maybe they should have dropped in on Seth MacFarlane's girlfriend. No. So where can I find it? I got the other thing open up. Where is it? Doink. Hang on. I'm getting close. She cried. Pretty much anything you can have a dirty joke about. There you go. So let's change that. Cancel. Share screen. Not video file. We've learned our lesson. Well, at least I have. Fine. Make it a bit bigger. She cried. Anyway, so the Kalon come out and they fire the weapon. Boom! They all blow up. And you should be happy I'm going through this quicker, right? This is actually only in the first 20 minutes. This should have been a whole hour before you got to this, right? This whole episode could have been a mini-series. So it's weird. It really is. But you know what? They spent too much time in the season talking about Topa, right? I mean, that's basically the problem, right? They spent the whole season going, oh, Topa, you're so great. And don't tell me it's about detransitioning. The idea with about a boy episode or about a girl, whatever it was called, right? The idea with it, Kelly is now a drunk, alcoholic, self-righteous know-all. Exactly. But she's got nice boobs. So as we see later in this episode, assuming they weren't enhanced. But the about a girl, was it about a boy, about a girl, whatever that episode was called, right? That was Seth MacFarlane, I believe, trying to make you empathize with somebody who is in one who is forced to be a gender that they're not because society demands it, right? That's why they changed the that was basically the idea behind it. Because in Seth MacFarlane's mind, he is totally drunk from the Kool-Aid that trans women are women, right? And I'm not saying they're not YouTube. Oh, please, no, I wouldn't dream of saying such a thing, right? I would not dream of having that leave my lip. But so I being born a girl and being turned into a boy, then turned back into a girl, to Seth MacFarlane is the same as being born a boy and saying that you're a girl. There's no difference because trans women are women. So it wasn't about detransitioning, in my opinion. I think it was very much about transitioning. So they come again, and boom, they fire the weapon again. Surely they know they have this awesome weapon when they went to Solaire, right? So now they're like, okay, you can come and see Kalon Primary, come down to the planet, and these little Kalon shits follow them. Again, production values out this world. I mean, really, really, really strong, right? Should have been more of it, I'm afraid. So anyway, they land and they go and meet Kalon Primary, right? And they're like, well, we're screwed. Do you want to enslave us? Like, no, just stop attacking us all the time, right? But we don't really understand. He said, oh, just stop attacking us when we find that. And he's like, listen, we are going to find a way of destroying this weapon, right? We're going to find a way of beating it. Isaac's like, no, you're not. It's like, Isaac, you are proof that there's a way. There's always a way. So anyway, then it gets more annoying, right? Then it gets much more annoying because they go and celebrate. And whenever I see this, I get pissed off, right? Friends was good for the first few years because they're all a bunch of 20-year-olds, 20-somethings doing 20-something stuff. 10 years later, they were in their mid-30s doing 20-something stuff, and they were just losers, right? So Gordon is having a little sing-song. He likes having his sing-song. They're never very good, right? And all these musical interludes, they don't add to the show at all, right? And it just makes them look like losers to me. I'm sorry, especially we had an episode 3 episodes ago where he actually had a life, right? He had a kid, he had children. He actually had a life. And they think, oh, that's great. Yeah, because we've ended the Kalon War and we're the bestest ever. Yay, us. Yay, us. It's all about yay, us. Yeah, let's get drunk. You were right about her being alcoholic. Right? She pulls out a bottle of good whiskey and like, let's all get drunk. Okay, we'll all get drunk. Meanwhile, if I didn't hate the show so much now, this would have been quite a good a comedy interlude when Borders and Clyde are back together. Can't open the nuts with Nutcracker. You are embarrassing us. Whoa. And along comes Solaire. Again, of course, it's got to be a stunning and brave woman doing something for a man. Meanwhile, outside, the kids are watching the Aurora Borealis, and Isaac points out the Big Dipper, and it's all yummy and good. And then Seth MacFarlane talks to his 20-year younger girlfriend. I mean, my God, I couldn't talk to somebody 20 years younger than me. I want to shoot my bloody self. Really? It's like, I mean, I could talk to them, but like, have a like, what do you talk about? Like, yeah, when you're alone together, I don't understand. It's like, you probably got little in common unless you're a developmentally stunted idiot. So anyway, I digress. Where are we up to? They all have a good time. Meanwhile, at Union headquarters, the guy, Ensign Red Shirt, goes to an elevator, and then he writes, I'm here to pick up the weapon. As though we don't know anything about that, and boom, shoots him. And it's a conspiracy. They get the weapon. Oh, and they get the weapon. We don't have long, and it goes off with a mysterious person in a shuttlecraft. Who knows where? Whoosh! It goes away. Next morning, Kelly's waking up after tying one the night before, and again, annoying pain in the ass, self-righteous know. Nice pair of tits. Nice pair of tits. So, pluses and minuses, okay? Pluses and minuses. Star Trek never did music interludes. Opus, how you doing? Never seen you here before. When did Star Trek do a musical interlude? They never had them. So they had them on the Enterprise, especially Next Generation. They had them have lives. Like, Beverly Crusher had the... what's it called again? The... what's it called? Beverly Crusher had the theater group, right? And you had them like they were in music groups, but you never sometimes they did sometimes they did a concert for Sarek. That was good. It's like the beach holodeck in Voyager. Yeah, it is. I don't remember them doing musical interludes. And then they think, oh, we're just the bestest ever. We're the bestest ever. Then they get a phone call, and it's Admiral Pussy and says, oh, you better get somebody's stolen the weapon. Meanwhile, the shuttle shows up, and it's going to the Krill, a Krill Mucklin Alliance. And it turns out it's none other than Admiral Ted Danson. He's giving them the weapon because we need to take out the Kalon now before they work out a defense, right? And he says, I'm just going to go back. They said, what are you going to do now? You're a traitor. I'm just going to go back to Union headquarters and I'm going to turn myself in, right? So as he's flying off, we demonstrate that, was it Salah? What's her name? Seth MacFarlane's girlfriend, right? No, Ed Mercer's girlfriend, not Seth MacFarlane's girlfriend. Easily, Data played the violin, but it wasn't like a 5-minute sequence, right? It was like maybe 30 seconds, right? It was maybe that, if you were unlucky, right? But okay. what happened? So where am I? I'm in the wrong program. There you go. So he flies off. He says, "Well, if we let them go and turn themselves in, they're going to know we got the weapon, right? We're gonna again the reception in. Oh yeah, okay, fine. The Cole Porter stuff in Insurrection, but baby, Insurrection was shit. Leave me alone. Not Insurrection in Nemesis. Nemesis was shit. Anyway, so if he flies off, they're going to know where the weapon is and where to find it, and they just shoot it. Boom! They blow him up, right? So Ted Danson is off the show. Not the first person to, not going to be the last person to leave this week. So they're hunting it. Then they can they trace the shuttle exhaust or whatever, and they follow it, and they find like a blown up shuttle essentially. And then they find like Marklin and Krill warp signatures, and then you have the most stupid leap. This is really a dumb leap. It really genuinely is. One second, let me open up these ones as well. Where he says, "Oh, if they're taking it, they must go to scientists. I don't know, hugely. He's the only one who can work it out, and I know where he is. Well, let's go there then." It's a bit of a leap, right? So they go to the planet of whoever it is, and there's a whole facility there surrounded by lots and lots of krill and Marklin ships defending it, right? So they're like, we're going to need some help, right? We're never going to be able to take this on. And who do they go and get help from? But of course the Kalon, right? Of course they go, because the Mucklins and the Krill now, after being good for 5 minutes, are now on the wrong side of history. So now we got to go to the Kalon, right? Okay. And they act all pissy towards them, right? And oh God, man, like Grayson just annoys the crap out of me now. So they say, we need your help to get through. So fine, we've got a big ship, big fleet, and off they go. Whoa! We got to fight the Mucklins and the Krill. Meanwhile, it's an all-female and Kalon assault team goes down, of course, right? Because they have to be the bestest ever. Very good battle sequence. A little bit too busy. Honestly, the problem is there's too many ships on screen. If you compare this to something like First Contact, which is my favorite battle sequence in Star Trek, in all Star Trek, that bit where you go to the Defiant and walks on the bridge. It's like, maybe today is a good. Oh no! First he smashes, he hammers the controls. Maybe today is a good day to die, right? Prepare for ramming speed. And he got a great shot. The Enterprise comes in over the tiny Defiant, right, and takes the fire. Awesome, right? Freaking awesome. This doesn't hold a candle to that. But again, I imagine this is done on a much smaller budget, right? So lots of fighting, pew 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 pew, and then the Kalon turn up, and it's all trouble. Basically all hell breaks. So Kalon just like walks through everybody. Seth MacFarlane does his famous. It does his thing he always want to do. Where it's like, oh no, well let's shake around in the chair a bit. So the assault team takes off. Oh, and now the fighter pilots take off as well. I don't like the new ships, the new fighter pilot ships, and it goes on for a bit. But okay, fine. So while the fight's going on, they fly down into the planet, and Krill ships are there. Pew 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 pew. This goes on for quite some time, right? Because I don't really like the characters anymore. It's just well, that seems the best to calibrate your 5.1 speakers to. That's good advice. I miss Vic. Mirror Universe Vic was a mercenary. Well, wait. What episode did we see a Mirror Universe Vic? I've seen all of those ones. I don't see Mirror Universe Vic. Oh, I do. That's one of the early ones, right? That's one of the first ones. Yeah, listen, they so needed Vic in that last episode of Strange New Worlds, right? Really needed it. So anyway, flies around, woo, whoosh, 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 as they break into the security stronghold. So they can't land, so they got to be stunning and brave, and they jump out the ship using their flight suits or whatever. And then who's that? That's Seth MacFarlane's girlfriend. Out they go, right? One by one, out they go. Fight still goes on. Another one leaves, and they got their jetpacks on. They're King of the Rocket Men, and they all land, right? They all land, and they're like, "This way, stunning and brave women of the Orville, yay!" And they break in. Ice tries to pack in, can't do it. He's not a stunning and brave woman. Fortunately, they have a stunning and brave woman on hand. Oh, thank goodness! Could you? I can't imagine what it'll be without a stunning and brave woman on hand to show him what to do. Yeah, let me see if I get the next ones loaded up. I could try the slides again while I'm waiting for that to work. Slides. Okay, let's see if it'll. Fine. What's going on here? Am I in the wrong bit? I think I might be in the wrong bit. Oh, yeah. I missed this whole bit out where the Kalon primary came over, right? Kalon, go up here. I must have got a bunch of slides. They're all out of order. Everything is out of order. Hang on. I'm trying to find out. There should be a way of getting to the right spot. Where are we over here? More fighting. Hang on. Let's try over here. Actually, this seems to be working quite well. Let's move this over. Let's move this down a few slides. Fine. So anyway, yes, they get into the facility. Fortunately, they're able to use the same set they had the other episode for Blue Midnight, which was the worst episode they've ever done. Awful, absolutely awful. Fit to do pickup. That's basically what you're talking about, right? They scan where the machine is, and I'm stunning and brave. I'm going to find it. Meanwhile, the other stunning and brave woman looks upon their massive engine that will power the weapon. Fine. Now I got this working over here. I'm going to move over back to the slides because it's going backwards and forwards. Share screen. It's there. Doink. So they start priming the weapon to fire it. We got to do it now. Okay, I'm the Kalon scientist. I'm mad, and they start the weapon basically. Again, good special effects. And they're powering up the weapon. You got to go and try and take it out. So they go and try and do that. Meanwhile, Kelly is being fantastic and wiping out all the naughty krill and mucklins because they're stunning and brave and stunning. Oh, there's intonation. I've never seen that one before. So they keep trying to get in to take out the power for it, and the krill are holding them back. Meanwhile, so yeah, this battle just goes on forever, right? Kelly just goes on forever. Meanwhile, Kelly is the bestest ever. Just the bestest ever. No man can stop Kelly. No way. Oh no, they've got a girl too. It's girl on girl fighting. Who can win? Because they're both stunning and they're both brave. I don't know. Oh, they start to fight. Meanwhile, he's getting the machine going. It starts the countdown clock because everything needs a countdown clock. And the Mucklins fight them, and they can't take out the power supply essentially. I didn't realize how much of this was just like spectacle fighting. They get this said you can't stop it now. It's gonna blow up. And he said, well, maybe we have something to do about that. And because she's stunning and brave, she can hack into it, right, and find a way of doing it. His head cannons come out and he shoots a bunch of the bad people, but he's like, okay, I won't interfere. And Kelly's having a serious fight because he's fighting a woman, right? If this was a 200-pound man, right, full of muscle, he would have been dead by now. But it's a little woman, so oh my god, it's going to be a tough fight, right? Countdown clock is going down, right? And Ensign Burke is like, oh no, I got to save the Kalon. Even though I hate all the Kalons, I'm going to save the Kalons. Yeah, this fight goes on forever as well. But Kelly's friend, the new Slayer, who knocks him out and said, "Yes, now we got you." Ha ha. So they're trying to turn it off, but they can't. And essentially, she's like, "Okay, I can stop it, but it's gonna kill me. I got to stay and let it blow up. You got to get out of here. Time's running out. Whoop whoop. You can't. No, you're a woman. Oh, it's too bad. I know I'm a woman, but I'm stunning and brave." And now they're kidnapping the head of state of the Krill, because that's not going to go down badly at all. She builds up the pulse to blow up the machine as they run away on a Krill shuttle. Time's ticking out. Everybody runs away. Leg it. Oh, look at my eyes. I'm stunning and I'm brave, and it blows up. Oh, and she saves all the Kalon because she's stunning and she's brave, and the Kalon are all saved. Lucky them, right? Oh no, I think the Kalon around them might have been killed, but basically the Kalon are all saved. I said, wow, we're stunning and brave. Yes, you are. Kelly comes back and she's beat up. Oh, but he said, oh no, Ensign Burke didn't make it. No, not Ensign Burke. Oh no! Nobody gives a shit about this character other than Seth MacFarlane because he's stopping a girl 20 years younger than him. Oh, but now I can dump her, of course, without it being weird. I wonder who I'm going to date next season. So now we have some kind of armistice between the Kalon and the Union. So the Kalon's like, I was just like, the Ensign Burke hated you and she sacrificed herself for you. These humans are worthy of preservation. They're not like our creators. So, I don't understand. Why would she sacrifice herself? Because it's the right thing to do, and we're stunning and we're brave. Look how stunning and brave we are. So this is interesting. I will think about this, right? Meanwhile, they go to the brig, and hi, I'm the head of state of a nuclear power, right? This is as if, right, America somehow captures Putin and takes him back for a show trial. How do you think that's going to work out, mate? Okay, I mean, like, Kalon, you may have Kalon to defend you now, but, like, Krill is a massive military power, and you have just kidnapped their head of state, right, when they were trying to save themselves from a genocidal threat. Admittedly, by committing genocide, but, you know. I said, oh, I'm so pained. It's so hard to be. It's so painful and hard to be good, but I'm so good. Oh, I'm so good. So this, of course, leads to Bruce Boxleiter meeting with the Kalon delegation and say, listen, we have the weapon. We can always stop you. We just want an end to hostilities. But if you want to join the Union, you can, right? You can. We would love to have you. And also, we kind of need people now. The Kalons, now the Krill and the Mufflers are together, right? We need a few people. And like, okay, fine. We were the biggest bad ever, right? And the Krill and the Mufflers were your friends. But screw them. They're Republicans. We're space Nazis instead. We'll be your friends. Yay! We have the support of the space Nazis. Yay! And that's basically where it goes, right? Then it ends up when they had lots of people killed during this fight, but only one mattered. Only one really mattered, and that was Ensign Burke. Poor Ensign Burke, bless her little soul. Poor Ensign Burke. No, we all got to sit and be sad, but Isaac will speak for her, because Isaac broke through the boundaries of hatred and brought the love out. Oh, so stunning, so brave. Oh, look at Seth MacFarlane acting. Oh, it's so sad. There's a bunch of other people died, but fuck them. Just fuck them. It's just Ensign Burke, right? Just Ensign Burke. She's the only one that matters. The end. My name's Tzvi Lebetkin, the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring that little bell. Ring the little bell so you're notified when new videos drop.